since Queen Elizabeth passed away. Buckingham Palace has seemingly never been truly at peace. Tense glances behind closed doors. Rumors of rifts within the royal family have always simmered, waiting for the day to erupt. And now that has truly happened. Princess Anne, considered the most discreet and loyal figure, has unexpectedly revealed King Charles's final wish. It was not by chance that the king chose this moment to speak. According to several close sources, his health is facing serious issues, prolonged signs of fatigue, unusual absences, and last-minute schedule changes. All are indicating that the king may be standing at a life or death turning point. Perhaps for this very reason, he could not wait any longer. What's notable is that this seemingly heartfelt wish did not bring reconciliation, but, on the contrary, has pushed the relationship between Prince William and Prince Harry to the brink of collapse. What was revealed and why did it make everything even more chaotic? Join us in uncovering the full truth behind King Charles's fateful last words in today's video. Princess Anne and King Charles are siblings, but their relationship is not merely that of brother and sister. They have grown closer over the years as they served under Queen Elizabeth II and took on important roles in the royal family. Their bond has been strengthened through a sense of duty, respect for tradition, and a deep understanding of each other. Anne and Charles were born 2 years apart in 1950 and 1948. They grew up together, facing the same expectations and duties as children of the future queen. Their early years were influenced by royal rules and public attention. But within the palace, they were simply siblings navigating life in a royal household. Charles was sensitive and artistic, while Anne was tough and independent. Despite their different personalities, they gradually respected each other quietly. Anne did not enjoy being the center of attention like Charles, but she understood her role and embraced it cheerfully. Her direct approach helped balance Charles's contemplative nature, leading to a bond of unspoken support between them. As they grew older, their roles in the royal family began to change. Charles was being prepared to become king, with all his actions closely observed and evaluated. Anne, on the other hand, had the freedom to support the crown in a more practical way. She took on many public responsibilities, charitable work, and military duties with great diligence. She never complained or sought praise. In fact, she became renowned as one of the most dedicated members of the royal family. Charles observed and appreciated this behavior. Whenever matters at the palace became overwhelming, he often sought her support. She never tried to overshadow him or challenge his position as the future king. Instead, she stood by his side, quietly supportive and unwaveringly loyal. During times of trouble for the royal family, such as scandals or the death of their parents, Anne remained calm. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away, Anne escorted her mother's coffin from Scotland to London as a way to show her loyalty to both the family and the monarchy. Charles became king during this time, and Anne stood by his side, not for fame, but because she believed in the family's responsibility to serve. Charles trusted Anne's experience more than many people realize. Her years of dedicated service, strict discipline, and straightforward manners made her one of his most reliable advisors. She never asked for special treatment or openly challenged his decisions. Instead, she acted as a calming presence, ensuring her brother always had a family member he could rely on. When Charles became king, he began changing the monarchy. Anne supported him not only in words, but also in actions. She assisted in mentoring younger royals, took on additional official responsibilities, and continued to be the dependable figure she had always been. Her loyalty became even more important as Charles attempted to reform the monarchy and reduce the number of working royals. Anne realized it was important to make changes. She valued her brother's role and promoted harmony within the royal family. Despite challenges, such as family members facing criticism or personal issues, Anne remained steadfast and dedicated. Her main responsibility was to stand by the king and the monarchy without any disruptions. Anne and Charles have a strong bond and understand what it means to be royal. They have faced public scrutiny, political changes, family problems, and fluctuating public opinion over many years. Despite this, their connection has remained strong. They do not need to show their love for each other with grand gestures. Their closeness is based on years of shared experiences, obstacles, and private moments that the public rarely sees. Although Charles is the king, Anne has a special influence within the royal family based on her sense of responsibility, dedication, and resilience. She is one of the few individuals who can speak openly with the king without any apprehension. Their bond is not only defined by their familial connection, but also by the trust they share. Anne's children were not raised with royal titles, as her brother Charles supported. This allowed both of them to show how to blend tradition with a more modern way of royal living. Anne and Charles have been quietly but strongly working together. Although they may not always see eye to eye, they still have deep respect for each other. King Charles is moving the monarchy in a new direction, and Princess Anne is his greatest supporter. She is always present at royal events, dedicated and wise, helping to make his reign strong. She does not care about receiving attention or rewards. She only wants to show what true service and loyalty mean. Now that we have understood the relationship between Princess Anne and King Charles, we can see why he chose her to break the news to his family. So, what is this final wish of the King Charles's final wish? Princess Anne organized a private meeting that unexpectedly brought the entire royal family together. Despite Prince Harry's recent distance from royal matters, he returned for the event. Meghan Markle's absence was expected, as she has expressed hesitation about reconciling with the royals. The gathering took a dramatic turn, even without her presence. Behind the palace walls, strong emotions were felt during a family meeting that was anything but ordinary. People got angry, past hurts resurfaced, and tears were shed. It was not a peaceful chat over tea. Instead, it was a whirlwind of emotions with shocking news from King Charles that took everyone by surprise. Since Queen Elizabeth passed away in 2022, King Charles has been dealing with a lot of emotional pain. In addition to grieving for his mother, he has also been diagnosed with cancer, which has made his burdens even heavier. Although he has been trying to stay strong and fulfill his royal duties, it is obvious that the stress is taking a toll on him. The combination of his responsibilities as king and his health issues led him to make a surprising decision that shocked everyone in the royal family. Instead of preparing to pass everything on to Prince William, as everyone thought he would, King Charles decided on a new approach. This important decision about the future of the monarchy could not be announced by just anyone. That is why Princess Anne was chosen. She is known in royal circles for her outspoken personality and direct way of speaking. While Charles is gentle and emotional, Anne is confident and fearless. It was fitting for her to deliver this delicate message. Although she may not always be gentle, her communication is direct. The king believed that no one else could effectively convey his wishes with the necessary force and clarity. This choice was not influenced by personal feelings or bias, but rather focused on the future of the royal family. I am as independent as I want to be, and the same as Catherine and Harry. We've all grown up, differently from our other generations. Although Prince William will automatically become king after Charles passes away, it is uncertain where Prince Harry fits into the future. Some wonder if Harry would go back to royal duties if William is king. There are differing opinions on this. Some think Harry may want to return to royal life under his brother's rule. Others believe he will never come back, especially because Meghan is not happy with the royal family. The order of succession in the royal family is clear. After King Charles passes away, Prince William will become king, and Kate Middleton will become the queen. This process is easy to grasp, even for those unfamiliar with royal customs. The origins of this succession plan can be traced back to historical events. Charles became the next in line for the throne because his grandfather, King George VI, took over after his brother. Edward VIII gave up the crown to marry an American divorcee, Wallis Simpson. This turn of events placed Elizabeth and later Charles in line to become rulers. The rearrangement of the royal family's hierarchy established the current order of who will inherit the throne. Currently, King Charles shows no intention of giving up the throne. Although he is sick, he is still working and fulfilling his duties as a royal. Nevertheless, plans are being made in secret. Kate Middleton is gradually taking on more responsibilities within the royal family. Certain responsibilities have been delegated to other members in preparation for the future. William and Kate are aware of the responsibilities that will eventually be theirs and are preparing to take on leadership roles. Teams behind the palace doors are preparing in case of any emergencies that may arise. If the king were to pass away, there is a detailed plan in place that would be implemented right away. The royal family would be the first to be informed, followed by the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. Subsequently, the public would be notified, and a black notice would be displayed on the gates of Buckingham Palace. The country would then begin a period of mourning during which flags would be flown at half-mast. Prince William would become king right away, but his official coronation would be planned months in advance. King Charles was crowned 8 months after Queen Elizabeth's passing. The same would happen before William's crowning ceremony. Even during this period, his position as king would be acknowledged, and he would begin fulfilling his duties immediately. The late king's body will be taken to Westminster Abbey and put on display for the public to pay their respects, similar to what was done for Queen Elizabeth. The plan for this transition has already been organized under the codename Operation Menai Bridge, a nod to a famous bridge in Wales linked to King Charles's previous title as Prince of Wales. Operation Menai Bridge has been established for a long time but was improved following Queen Elizabeth's death. It guarantees that everything will go smoothly when the time comes. Similar to Charles's coronation in 2023, William will also have a grand ceremony once the planning is finished. Currently, King Charles is still meeting with the Prime Minister and participating in important events. However, if his health declines, the Regency Act, established in 1937, could be used. This act helps in situations where the king is unable to fulfill his duties because of illness or incapacity. This law allows Prince William to take on the duties of the monarch without the current king stepping down or passing away. Prince William would essentially act as the king without holding the official title. The last time this law was used was 200 years ago when King George III was unable to rule, and his son acted as Prince Regent in his place. For the Regency Act to become effective, at least 3 out of 5 important officials must agree in writing. These officials are Queen Camilla, the Lord Chancellor, the Speaker of the House of Commons, the Lady Chief Justice, and the Master of the Rolls. King Charles does not have to give his approval or be part of the decision. If King Charles passes away before Queen Camilla, her position would change to Queen Dowager, which is the title for a king's widow. Queen Camilla cannot be called the Queen Mother, like King George VI's wife, because that title is already taken by Diana, the late Princess of Wales and mother of William and Harry. After the king passes away, Camilla would focus more on her interests. She will probably continue supporting charities, especially those working on domestic violence and literacy. She may also remain a leader of military organizations, but the new monarch will need to reassess her duties. After Charles passes away, Camilla will likely have to move out of Buckingham Palace and into a smaller house, just like the Queen Mother did when her husband passed away. The Queen Mother moved to Clarence House, so it's probable that Camilla will do the same. Although Camilla's future appears to be well-defined, there is still some uncertainty surrounding Prince Harry. His relationship with the other members of the royal family is fragile, and his role within the monarchy has yet to be clearly defined. It is unclear whether he will return to the UK or stay in the United States with Meghan. The royal family is currently at a pivotal moment, influenced by tradition, the past, and the constantly evolving nature of time. So, if King Charles eventually steps down and William takes over, what will be the fate of Prince Harry, the future of Prince Harry under William's rule? After King Charles passed away, the royal family was facing another important decision. There are rumors that Prince Harry is considering writing a second book that could be just as shocking as his first one. His first memoir, Spare, received a lot of attention when it was published in January 2023. Some people believe that King Charles's death has given Harry the opportunity he has been waiting for, and he may share more explosive stories this time. Ever since Harry and Meghan left their royal duties, they have started a new life in the United States. They moved to America in 2020, giving up their senior roles in the royal family. This surprising choice caused a stir among both the monarchy and the public. However, it was obvious that they wanted to chart their own path. Today, Prince Harry still has a tense relationship with his royal relatives. It was terrifying to have my brother scream and shout at me, and my father say things that just simply weren't true. And my grandmother, you know, quietly sit there and sort of take it all in. Harry has openly shown love and appreciation for his family, but his behavior tells a different story. According to reports, he has a distant relationship with his father and barely talks to his brother, Prince William. However, his connection to the royal family is still strong because he was born into it and carries that history with him, whether he likes it or not. He may decide to delve deeper into that legacy at some point. Harry once revealed that he had enough material for another memoir, one that could provide a more detailed look at his life within the royal palace. This statement led some experts to believe that he still had more to share. He chose to wait until after Queen Elizabeth's death to publish his first book. With King Charles now deceased, some speculate that Harry may now feel more liberated to release a sequel to his memoir. Some people believe Harry may have refrained from speaking out as a sign of respect for his father. However, with William getting ready to become king, now could be the right moment. An expert on royal affairs has proposed that Harry's choice to stay quiet was deliberate, possibly influenced by timing, rather than a desire for harmony. Now that his father is no longer a barrier, there may be nothing holding him back. His bond with William has been strained since he moved to the United States. This strained relationship might be the motivation for Harry to start writing again. The divide between the two brothers is very strong. Their issues started long ago when Harry began a relationship with Meghan Markle. William apparently thought Harry was moving too quickly, causing arguments. These disagreements escalated over the years. Despite people hoping for them to make amends, it never happened. And now they appear to be even more distant from each other. As William prepares to take the throne, there are important things to consider. Insiders at the palace suggest that William might review the titles given to Harry and Meghan. When Harry and Meghan decided to leave their royal duties, they agreed not to use their HRH titles. This agreement was not legally binding, but more of an informal agreement. While King Charles did not challenge this agreement, William may have a different perspective on it. People who know the royal family well say that William is hurt and angry with Harry. William thinks that Harry crossed a line by leaving the royal family and talking about personal issues publicly. Some people even say that William thinks Harry's actions have harmed the monarchy. If William's feelings do not change, he could take away Harry and Meghan's royal titles when he becomes king. This wouldn't just be a symbolic gesture. It would show that the royal family and the Sussexes are completely cutting ties. Currently, William is not disclosing his plans. He follows the rules and traditions of the monarchy. And when King Charles was alive, William did not want to interfere. We kind of knew what the rhythm of the year was, so things like that will change. And we are part of the support for the monarchy may change slightly. Who knows, however, William's opinions on Harry's decisions are well known. Those close to the family have said that William can make quick decisions when he is in control. He might want to separate those who back the monarchy from those who do not. Harry and Meghan have sometimes pushed the limits of their agreement. An example is when Meghan shared a post on social media where she was referred to as her royal title. This caused some surprise, even though the post was created by someone else. Even small actions like this lead to discussion among palace staff. However, King Charles, before he passed away, decided not to get involved in these situations. He did not want to make the already delicate situation more contentious. One insider said that the royal family knows Harry and Meghan's current position. They are no longer carrying out official duties. This is common knowledge. King Charles saw no reason to start a conflict over something that isn't a big threat. However, William may not have the same level of tolerance once he becomes king. In the middle of the family drama, there is something else happening behind the scenes. Meghan Markle, known for avoiding public conflicts, still holds a lot of influence. Her decisions, public appearances, and hidden messages are affecting how people perceive the royal family and how the monarchy views her. Meghan is creating a unique public role that is both independent from and connected to royalty, with each action she takes. In California, Harry is creating a new life for himself while still feeling a deep connection to his royal background. With King Charles out of the picture and William ready to take over, Harry might be thinking about opening up and expressing his true feelings. His first book allowed him to express himself, reach an audience, and correct any misconceptions from his perspective. However, some people think that he wasn't completely honest and that he may have saved information for later. It's possible he was waiting for the perfect opportunity to share everything. Kate Middleton's journey to the heart of the monarchy. When Kate Middleton arrived at Westminster Abbey in May for King Charles III's coronation, everyone was captivated by her presence. People couldn't stop looking at the woman who will eventually be the queen consort. She was stylishly dressed in a colorful gown by Alexander McQueen and a dazzling headpiece by Jess Collett, exuding elegance and confidence. At the age of 43, Kate's transformation from a commoner to a future queen was a significant milestone. Marrying Prince William in 2011 had solidified her position within the royal family. The death of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022 had a major impact. As the longest reigning monarch in British history, her passing at age 96 brought about a change in the royal family. Charles became king, which meant that William and Kate had more responsibilities. Kate, especially, rose to the occasion and demonstrated her potential as a future queen. She went beyond her previous supporting role and showed the world her capabilities. Kate's background sets her apart from other women like Queen Elizabeth and Camilla, as she was not born into royalty or had noble connections. Her parents had modest backgrounds, with her mother being a former flight attendant and her father a businessman. Kate's family roots were in coal mining, not in castles or crowns. However, what she lacked in status, she made up for with determination, discipline, and a quiet confidence that made her unique. Kate went to Marlborough College, where she was famous for her sports skills and elegance. After that, she went to the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. While studying art history there, she met Prince William. They started out as friends and lived together with other students in a regular university setting. Their friendship eventually turned into a romantic relationship. In 2004, people began to take notice of their bond. In 2005, Kate graduated and received a lot of media attention. William tried to keep her privacy safe and even spoke out against the pressure she was under. The couple briefly broke up in 2007, which led to a lot of speculation in the media. Kate was given the nickname Waity Katie because of how long she had to wait for an engagement. Despite all the attention, Kate and William's relationship remained strong. They got back together and announced their engagement in 2010. A year later, they had a big wedding that was watched by millions of people. Kate faced some challenges when she joined the royal family. Some people within the family were doubtful. Camilla thought Kate was not suitable for royal life. However, Queen Elizabeth appreciated Kate's composure and patience. The Queen respected Kate for staying calm under pressure without needing to show off. Before Queen Elizabeth got married, she had worries. She believed that Kate should have a more organized life. As Queen Elizabeth became less healthy, Kate's importance grew. She was seen as a source of support and consistency. She exemplified the same subtle authority that characterized the Queen's rule. In the last months of her life, Queen Elizabeth apparently saw Kate as someone she could rely on for the future of the monarchy. Ever since the Queen passed away, Kate has had more duties to take on. Being married to the future king and a mother to the next heir, everything she does is important. She manages her duty as a mother to 3 children, along with her significant royal responsibilities. Most of her royal events are local, so she can be with her family. It's a tricky balancing act, but she does it effortlessly. In recent years, people's trust in the monarchy has changed. The departure of Harry and Meghan and the issues with Prince Andrew have caused a desire for stable and trustworthy figures. Kate Middleton fulfills that role by bringing a sense of peace and respect that comforts the public. Experts who watch the royal family think she will have a significant impact on the future of the monarchy. Harry and Meghan not being around means that William and Kate have more responsibilities. William seems to be feeling the pressure, but Kate keeps doing her part without any complaints. She stands by her husband, takes care of their children, and fulfills her royal duties while staying true to herself. Kate's path has not been focused on seeking attention or recognition. Instead, it has been centered on gaining knowledge, adapting, and maturing in her positions. She did not quickly move into the public eye, but worked hard to earn her position. Her journey is not only about becoming a queen, but also about being resilient, humble, and prepared for what the future holds. So, what do you think? Do you think William will make a good king like his father? Let's find out. Will Prince William make a good king? Prince William has been preparing his whole life for a position he did not choose. He was destined to become king as the first son of King Charles III and the late Princess Diana. He has transformed from a shy schoolboy into a composed, determined leader who knows the important traditions and duties of the British royal family. Many people think that Prince William will be a competent king when the time comes. Prince William is admired by many because of how he conducts himself in the public eye. Since he was young, he has been under constant scrutiny from the media and people. Instead of hiding, he has learned how to show poise. He has mastered the art of knowing when to speak up and when to remain quiet. This ability is not common, especially in our busy society. Prince William realizes that being a monarch is not about being showy or loud, but about being composed, considerate, and engaged. Prince William adds a relatable aspect to being a royal. When he was a child, his mother, Princess Diana, passed away, which had a profound impact on him. This personal tragedy could have made him avoid his responsibilities, but instead, it made him more compassionate, empathetic, and better at connecting with ordinary people. He frequently visits schools, hospitals, and charitable organizations, not only as a symbol of the royal family, but as someone who listens and can relate to others. These gestures help establish trust and admiration. His time in the military allowed him to develop personally. William underwent training to become a pilot and served with the Royal Air Force Search and Rescue Team. Instead of just doing ceremonial tasks, he actively participated in missions to assist people facing real danger. These experiences helped him learn about courage, responsibility, and the importance of teamwork. They also demonstrated that he is willing to work hard and face uncomfortable situations without fear. Prince William has created a loving family with his wife, Catherine. They are raising 3 children in a way that blends royal customs with ordinary life. The couple can be seen taking their kids to school, going for walks in nature, and attending community events. These everyday activities demonstrate William's commitment to his family and desire to care for his children like any other parent would. Prince William is also interested in current social issues like mental health, the environment, and homelessness. He doesn't just give speeches about these topics, but actively works with organizations, seeks knowledge from experts, and uses his influence to bring attention to important issues. This demonstrates his desire for the monarchy to progress and continue to be relevant in society. Finally, Prince William is known for his calm and steady demeanor. He doesn't look for attention or make dramatic moves. Instead, he stays focused on his responsibilities and quietly supports his father, King Charles. Even in times of family conflict, like with his brother, Prince Harry, and other family members stepping back from royal duties, William remains composed. He understands the importance of stable leadership for the future of the monarchy, and his actions demonstrate his willingness to bear that responsibility. As parents, everyone wants their children to be loved, harmonious, and always stand side by side through every stage of life. And King Charles is no exception. Despite bearing the responsibilities of a monarch, deep down, he remains a father, with the simple desire that William and Harry can put aside their differences, together preserve the family legacy, and continue the royal path. For this reason, at a time when his health is increasingly becoming an uncertainty, he chose to speak out. revealing his final wish as a last message to his two sons. But ironically, what seemed like it would heal has inadvertently stirred up lingering conflicts. Could it be that when trust has been eroded for too long, even a sincere word becomes hard to accept? Or is it simply that some wounds need time, not power, nor a will to heal? What do you think about King Charles's choice? Is he trying to mend, or has he unintentionally stirred up more storms? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.